And for 3 quarters today, the Broncos game was so ugly, it was like looking straight into an eclipse. My eyes were burning out. Then everything changed. The dark clouds of 3 Bo Nix interceptions cleared up. The skies turned orange and blue with 5 takeaways and a touchdown by the defense. And a Broncos game they won that they would have lost the last few years. The offensive stats, nothing to win a fantasy league with. And there are still lots of things to clean up and fix before the playoffs. But you have to celebrate tonight, Broncos country. You have to feel good about this team because they clinched a winning season for the first time since 2016. And they can clinch a playoff berth for the first time since 2015 if they beat the Chargers Thursday night. The Broncos' playoff chances jumped to about 90% after today, and this is what we've been waiting for almost a decade. So let's start the show with a picture in the big monitor, shall we? A beautiful picture. The playoff picture. It's like a Da Vinci or a Van Gogh or a Monet or a Rembrandt. Broncos, they are 9-5 right here after their 4th win in a row. And with the Chargers' loss to the Bucs today, the Broncos jumped from the 7th seed to the 6th seed. The Chargers dropped down to 8-6. Now, the Ravens at 9-5 are the 5 seed. They have the same record as the Broncos, but they own the tiebreaker because they beat the Broncos in Week 9. So as of now, as the 6th seed, the Broncos would head to Pittsburgh to play the 3 seed, Russell Wilson, in round 1. Now, the 7 seed Chargers, they would have to go to Buffalo and play the 2 seed Bills. Ain't nobody want to go there, that's for sure. So today's win was as big as any victory in the last 9 years. The turning point, it came in the 3rd quarter. Jonathan Taylor broke the game with a 41-yard touchdown run. It was going to be 20-7 Colts, but the replay showed he dropped the ball before he crossed the goal line. So the Broncos got a touchback. They had it, no touchdown. That was so key. The Colts got outscored 24-0 after that play. 24 straight points by the Broncos, thanks to a defense and a punt return by Marvin Mims. He had 97 return yards. This one down to the 15 set up the offense. Nice play call, and Bo Nix with a touchdown pass, and Nick Bonito, the Bows, getting it done. Bonito intercepted the lateral on this receiver pass and took it all the way for the score. So the Broncos win ugly, 31-13, but ugly or pretty or whatever it is, any way you can get it, a mark in the win column is always a beautiful thing. Here's Nick Rothschild with our game story.
Okay, that was a lot. I feel like I need Stefan from SNL to help make sense of what we just watched.
This place has everything.
That game had everything. Points and turnovers and Jonathan Taylor dropping the football.
That was significant. That was significant. I don't get it, but I'm not going to try to.
And most importantly, it was a Broncos victory.
Good teams respond on a day like today. I mean, good teams find ways to win, and playoffs teams find ways to win these close ones, and I felt like that's what we did. So it's a sign of a good football team, and we have that.
For the first time in about 2 months, Bo Nix looked like a rookie quarterback. Threw 3 interceptions, 8 out of 13 drives ended either with a turnover or a 3 and out. Now, not all of it was his fault.
A few calls that were done by me that I've got to be better.
But it was starting to mess with his head.
I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. You start getting a little bit in your head, and you start questioning, what am I actually seeing? Am I, what was that? And so it's tough. But I feel like everybody goes through it. So the ones that can get out of it and finish the game and win and not let it, dictate the outcome of the game, that's usually when you find some maturity and you find some growth.
Winning an imperfect game is kind of the key to NFL success.
It's a good sign that we're winning these close games, the tough ones that don't necessarily look pretty, but we're just finding ways to win.
And now the Broncos have a quick turnaround to another big game. But that's exactly where Coach Payton wants this group.
If you're wanting to play for significant games December, January, then just tell us where, when. Or else you can play at the 2:30 or 2:25 time slot your whole career. I choose not to play at the 2:25 time slot. And we travel well to LA. I think it's a perfect trip for a Denver fan.
This stadium was an absolute whirlwind. I can't imagine what it was like to actually play on this field today. Luckily, Denver7's Brady King was in the Broncos locker room, and she can tell us.
Jonathan Taylor released the ball before he crossed the goal line.
It's under review.
Which would be a monumental mistake.
So we've already established the fact that this was a wacky football game. 8 total turnovers, and one in particular that had the Broncos players in the post-game locker room praising the football gods.
Kind of crazy to see it in person, but I thank the football gods.
I'm thankful for, football gods today.
Yeah, that play was crazy with Jonathan Taylor. Shout out to him. You would think after seeing it so many times they would stop doing that, but as you can see today, it's still going on. So
I think I saw an interview of Coach Prime saying that if one of them boys do that, they might as well keep running because they're not going to be on the team no more. I would not want to have a conversation with Coach Payton after doing something like that. You got to finish through the end zone. That was a really big momentum swing in the game.
Sometimes it's just your night, and that's all I really have to say about that one.
Mims avoids one to the 45. Mims steps out of a tackle and down the west sideline.
Marvelous Marvin Mims Jr. was the special team spark this team needed on Sunday.
He's like our secret weapon, our secret sauce. He can catch, he can run the ball, he can catch punts, kickoffs. I mean, he's just, a jack of all trades. And, having a special guy like that, running the ball and making big plays for us down the stretch, it's big for us, and it helps us win games like we did today.
It's exciting because at any moment you know that he could take it to the crib, and it gives us that switch. We were kind of struggling moving the ball consistently, and for him to go and get us those hidden yards and for us to be able to capitalize on them is key.
Richardson in the pocket, throws the out, cut that ball, knocked away, incompleted at the 35-yard line, knocked away from Josh Downs by the rookie, Chris Abrams-Drain.
You got the start today, your very first start. What did it feel like going out there for the first time?
Really, it felt good, but I was just focused on doing my job the best I can do to help this team win.
He's got like a crazy kind of confidence. He's real quiet, but man, when he gets in on field, it's different. I'm excited for him.
This win not only increased the Broncos' playoff chances by a long shot, but it also clinched their first winning season since 2016. But the players have their eyes on a much bigger prize.
I guess mathematically we cannot go under 500 now, which is cool. But no, it's not really about that. We're not. That's a consolation prize to me. What it's really about is getting into the dance, and we got a chance to do that in these next 3 weeks.
So the Broncos improved to 9-5, and they will head to LA this week with those football gods on their side. Reporting in Power Field at Mile High, I'm Brady King, Denver7 Sports.
Yes, thank you, Brady. They will head to LA. The next game, and we don't have to wait long, they go to LA to play the Chargers under the bright lights of primetime Thursday night. And we showed you the Broncos jumping over the Chargers in the wild card race. Here's why. Against the Bucs today, Baker Mayfield threw a dime to Mike Evans, and he's gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Later, same two, Baker and Mike. Evans with another score. This one got ugly in the end. Baker tossed 4 touchdown passes. The Bucs beat the Chargers 40-17. So as we saw, knocked them down to 8-6. Thank you very much. Chargers have lost 2 in a row and 3 of their last 4. So LA, here we come. It's another playoff game come early. Broncos can clinch a spot with a win. Thursday night football on Denver7. It doesn't get any bigger. We say that every week, but it's true. Pre-game show starts at 5, kickoff at 6:15, post-game show right after it's over. So Denver7 is your home for the Broncos and the Chargers. Now, we also showed you the Ravens, the 5 seed in the AFC, but they're tied with the Broncos at 9-5. Ravens lit up the Giants today. Lamar Jackson to Rashad Bateman, who broke 2 sets of ankles. 14-0 Baltimore. More where that came from and more of the same. LJ to Bateman. Another touchdown for the Purple people. Jackson had quite a day. 5 touchdown passes, rating 154.6. The Ravens rolled over the Giants 35-14. So again, Baltimore picks up another one in the playoff race. They're 9-5, same as the Broncos. Giants are 2-12.